Y'all are some damn fools, bro.
Bruh, we don't have no control over this. Like, our fan base is wild. This lady, she come to all the shows and she got like this little like claw. She always be like, hey, don't be talking about me. And then people be like, man, you shouldn't be making fun of them people. But then we do the meet and greet and these people will come up and be like, man, you ain't say nothing about us.
Push up in a Rari with Ferrari and you know BT. Ask your question, you like me? Mental health check, talk to me. Somebody got you effed up. Call and get it off your mind. Catch us in the A, turn us up while you in traffic slime. Welcome to the greatest show on earth. Yeah, this the BallerAlert. Yeah, this the BallerAlert. Yeah, this the BallerAlert. Welcome to the greatest show on earth. Yeah, this the BallerAlert. Yeah, this the BallerAlert. Yeah, this the BallerAlert.
BallerAlert, welcome to the BallerAlert show, broadcast live from Atlanta, Georgia, brought to you by Revolt. I go by the name Ferrari Simmons.
I go by the name, BT.
Karlous Miller in the building.
Hey!
That's my guy.
Let's go.
What's happening?
Man, we saw you at the BET Awards. We was like, hey, man, could you come on BallerAlert and do Revolt TV with us, man? He was like, hell yeah, Ferrari.
Easy. I seen him so many times over the weekend. He was like, man, I keep seeing you. I said, we're in the same hotel.
Yeah,
For sure.
You had a lot of foot traffic, though. You was doing a lot of moving. I can tell
man.
you.
Yeah, he
the
don't sit
point
still, bro.
He the point man. He was making plays because every time I saw him, he was in the middle. I could, you
He
could
on his
tell.
phone, he navigating, he doing something, talking to somebody.
Where y'all at? Yeah. He was quarterbacking the whole weekend.
Man, I was just working, just taking full advantage of the opportunity.
The festivities.
And he love L.A.
Yeah. Real?
He love L.A. I don't.
You very rarely hear people
No
say
disrespect to L.A.
Right.
I just love Atlanta.
I don't know why.
Me too.
I don't know why a lot of people always say they don't like LA. I love LA.
Cold. First of all, it get really cold at night.
Yeah, just put a hoodie on.
No, it mess up my whole vibe.
Just put a hoodie on.
I want a t-shirt, shorts,
But see,
bro.
I like dressing like that.
No. You got to go to LA to even know that. Cause like you gotta have at least 2 outfits for the day. You got your day fit and your night fit. You definitely gotta have some sweats on, bro.
Yeah, they need to do something with the pollution because what I realize is that in the morning the sun comes out a little bit later than in Atlanta because that's not clouds, that's smog.
Yeah.
So it's like when everybody at work, then the sun actually comes out.
Hey,
yeah.
Well, LA got a lot going on right now. Yeah. But you saw that this
no, it's like rioting going on while we was out there.
Yeah.
And it was Pride weekend, so it was people doing that.
Streets blocked off.
They throwing dildos at the police and everything.
No, it's dead ass.
Oh, and somebody got their Hollywood star. I said, this is the only time they clean the street.
It ain't the only time.
That's the only time they clean that Hollywood Walk of Fame street. Is when
those stars are like randomly all over the city. I didn't know that it was. I thought it was just like a long street, but it's everywhere, bro.
I didn't know that.
No, they're
everywhere.
You're on random streets too.
Man, it'd be so much going on, but you know, one thing I do like about LA is the weather. Number one. Number two, the food. They got some of the best
Keep
damn
going.
food.
What else? No, they don't.
Yes,
That's
they do.
a lie.
You don't eat the burritos out. See, I love tacos and burritos and stuff like that. So it's like
sense.
All the other stuff when people be like, "Oh, they ain't got no good soul food." I don't know nothing about that.
They do, but you
gotta
know where to
LA.
go.
My wife was asking me how was it going. I was like, I'm ready to come.
You gonna find a way to tell you about their wife, bro. You just knew we didn't have a wife and you wanted to flex on it, man. My wife, she's not here right now. You try to stun on her.
She's always here.
Yeah, in spirit.
Anyway, Karlous, man, what's up, my brother?
No, finish about your wife. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, she know I love you, Tanisha. See you in a little bit.
She sounds abusive. Her name Tanisha. That let us know right there.
Tanisha,
she can fight.
She from Lithonia, bro.
Oh,
so you know she can fight.
Twin. Yeah, she pack a punch. She's never hit me,
but you know what she's capable of.
I know what she's capable of. Yeah, she's a extraordinary woman.
There you go.
Where's Karlous Miller from?
Oxford, Mississippi.
From the SIP.
Yes, sir.
From the SIP.
Yes, sir.
And what I kind of want to, I really want to make this episode about you, brother, and like give you your flowers. First and foremost, one of the funniest people I know.
Appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
But you're like, I call it organic funny.
And he's unfiltered.
Yeah, but like
you're very
naturally funny.
Thank you.
I could tell when you're doing your comedy, you're being yourself.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you definitely right. Because I approach comedy from the viewpoint of a fan of comedy. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So,
was that who you are? Was that who you were growing up? Were you naturally the funny guy or the comedic person in the family in school?
That's what I'm saying. Like when people like, man, what do you do? I'm like, I never looked at comedy as a job. You know what I'm saying? This was just like my passion project. I knew I didn't want a job. I didn't want to go to work every day because even when I was like working and in the workforce, I would just find shit to do at work that just was entertaining.
Where were you working?
I've worked everywhere, bro. I've had
what's some jobs you had?
jobs, man. I used to sell shoes, cookies. I worked at the mall spot, the cookie spot at the mall. I was a manager at Lids. I was a firefighter.
You were a manager at Lids and a firefighter?
Not at the same time, but
I was like that. Now that would be crazy.
Being a firefighter is like you had to take tests and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of tests.
You got to go through some like
gotta go to the fire academy.
Yeah,
that's where I lost the job. It's like some racist shit happened at the fire academy.
Try not to curse. Go ahead.
Well, that's what it was, though. Some racist stuff went down at the fire academy.
Was this in Mississippi?
Yeah, and they
tried. You surprised?
Nah, I was the way that they played it though.
Okay,
because they tried to flip it like it was me.
Oh,
being racist to the white dudes.
Okay,
but we was outnumbered in the class 20-5.
Damn,
sounds about right.
And I was the only Nat Turner. The rest of them was damn near embarrassing to the black community. I won't even speak on them, but they were some cowards.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
So how was it growing up in Mississippi? Like
Oxford, Mississippi.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't know what Oxford is, that's where Ole Miss is, home of the Ole Miss Rebels.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a big
that's a college town.
Big college population there. Okay. So the Ole Miss is like in the middle of the city, and then everything else around that is Oxford. So it was always interesting. There was always a lot of little hustles and schemes and plots that you could come up on, like, little money to get. So we was a lot of hustlers around there. But we was doing not like selling drugs, but they got that. But we always had a little hustle, a little scheme, a little plot we was running. Yeah, like we would go to the Ole Miss games and like sell cokes.
Big game, bro. Like
set up
SEC,
tents,
football,
T-shirts and stuff.
You
like
know what I'm saying? There's a lot of bread to
before.
get, especially for the tailgaters. I mean, I had homeboys who used to go make $2,000-$3,000 a weekend just setting up and breaking down tents. So we was just always about getting some bread. And
now, as this is happening, are you trying to be a comedian?
Not yet. None of this is happening in Mississippi at this point. So my introduction to comedy was I joined the improv group first. I was doing improv
in Mississippi.
Okay. So like in between our improv setups, I would just go out, entertain the crowd a little bit. That turned from 2 minutes to 5 minutes to 10. And one night we didn't have an improv show, but the venue like, hey, if you want to come and do your thing. I didn't even have a thing. They just gave me a night, and I invited everybody and sold it out. And that was like my very first time doing stand-up comedy.
That's from 0 to 100, like literally.
Yeah, it was just an opportunity that came about because, like, with the improv, I was working at Domino's, and all my people at Domino's like, man, you funny as hell. You ought to meet Mike. Mike was the white dude who was working there. He was the funny dude before I got there, and he started this improv troupe. And then I went and auditioned for it, and they loved me, and they put me in, and we just started like having these really dope shows. But like on improv, you do games, or you get like suggestions from the crowd. So I will always be the one to go out and like interact with the crowd while they was setting up and doing different little costume changes and stuff like that. So then that kind of parlayed until that one night we didn't have a show, and they was like, the crowd love you, you should do your own thing. And I was like, well, what is that exactly? And they was like, just do whatever you want. So sold it out and did whatever I wanted.
Did you okay, you know what, let's go to commercial. We'll be right back with Karlous Miller.
And we are back right here at the BallerAlert show, Revolt TV. BT.
Ferrari Simmons. Karlous Miller is in the building. Now, you were just telling us now how you had your own event, Oxford, Mississippi.
Yeah.
And did you plan anything when you were going to? You
plan your extra strategy?
Not really. So I did that night, and then that's when I started working as a firefighter. So it kind of clashed with the schedule.
So you did that, and you were a firefighter.
I started doing the firefighter like kind of shortly after
Why?
that.
Was it because you needed?
No, because when you get hired as a firefighter, it's like a 6-month hiring process because you had to do like all these physical exams, and then they just randomly hit me and was like, yeah, you got the job. So I started working right after I did like my one-man show type. So I kind of had to go like my shift. I had to be on call like for my shift, so it was clashing with the show date. So that kind of, it was like as soon as it started, it stopped. So after that, a couple months as a firefighter, moved to Atlanta. That's
transferred as a firefighter to Atlanta?
I lost the job, and then I lost the job as a firefighter. Then I went on the road driving trucks for a little bit, which was very strange. And then I moved to Atlanta, and I was like, God, just get me off this truck, and I'll never get on the truck again. And then I got off the truck in Atlanta, went in Memphis, got my stuff, came back, and I've just been in Atlanta ever since.
Now, what did you do when you moved to Atlanta?
I was in Atlanta probably 3 months before I started doing comedy, bro. I was selling phones at the mall.
Hey man, at least you kept a job.
Hey bro,
I keep a job.
I told you, we always about some paper.
That's what I'm about to say. There's something consistent in this whole story. Is you always had some money and you always had a job.
I don't understand why dudes don't want a job, bro. You get money, meeting women every day. You should get up and do something. You got to do something.
Now, if you don't mind asking, which mall were you at?
I was at Town Center Mall in Kennesaw.
Okay.
Yeah, me and my boy Clayton English was out there working, and we just started kicking it every day at work. And he actually started working at IKEA when they first opened.
Right here in Atlantic Station.
Yeah, but he never quit. And they would always ask me, bro, did he come to work? And I ain't the type of person getting nobody else's business. I'm like, yeah, he was there, but I'm you know what I mean? I'm just, but he was getting checks for like 4 or 5 months after he quit that job. So that's how me and him got.
Wait,
real
so he
cool.
was getting paid at a job that he already left, but they would check in. Y'all supervisors be like, yeah, your boy at work. You like, yeah, he right here.
Yeah, why would I? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all figure it out. I'm not the work snitch.
Hey, it's a lot
So
of
that's
those.
how we got like real cool though.
Okay.
Because he got all them checks and he was like, "You was the one telling them." I'm like, "Yeah, bro, you left me up there by myself."
You done left.
Yeah.
So now we're
getting
heading
2 checks.
into when you started.
He getting a ghost check.
Exactly.
When did the comedy opportunity happen in Atlanta?
Man, right on 10th Street at Twisted Taco.
Ah.
Yeah, they had the dopest open mic in the city. So we went down there probably about maybe 3 weeks to a month, just trying to get in the rotation. But their show was so dope. They had like the comedians who was established, and then they had like the openers that they like, and then they had like the amateurs that they like. So it was kind of hard to get in the rotation. But once we got in there, one show led to another show, to another show. People started turning us on to different spots, and then learned the game and went and got a couple of my own rooms that I was hosting, and just like, you know how the city is.
For sure.
So when you got an event, you definitely can get, if you can fill up the strip club, they'll let you host something at the strip club.
For
So
sure.
I started hosting a lot of like amateur nights, and I hosted the camel toe contest and stripper boxing and
Camel toe
and then
contest?
you remember when they was doing the slap a chick contest? I was hosting a lot of like all the like little amateur nights. Every
Yeah.
strip club got a
Getting your name out.
yeah. So I built a following off of that.
So-
Actually, like the extracurricular.
So now the money's starting to.
Now the money never came. It was just hustling. You know what I'm saying? You just put
But
money.
you
with
hustling some money though.
Yeah, but it ain't like I'm able to like stack up no bread.
It's just like at least the lights ain't cut off.
I'm still hustling.
Type ish.
Yeah, every night I got to be that type.
Yeah, you gotta be there.
You got to do something.
So when you do improv, right? And improv is like it's off scripted. Like there's no, when people go do these improv like comedians do it, there's like no script. They just going off the top of the head. Like when they do it, or they already had a set.
Yeah, well, it's not a set, but when you do an improv, it's just kind of like in the moment, creating a scenario. That's what make it go. If you can't just do improv without crowd participation.
Gotcha.
You get what I'm saying? Because they kind of build the scene, so you kind of depend on the crowd for like the setup and the premise, and then as a comedian, you deliver the punchline.
And you got to be really quick on your toes as fast as possible.
Yeah, because people can see the process. They know when you know what I mean.
But why do people still sit in the front? If I'm going to an improv, I'm not sitting in the front because I'm not about to sit there and get roasted.
You ain't fun then. Those people who sit in the front love comedy. A lot of those people, they like to be.
I love comedy too.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Not if you don't want to sit in the front. You too
Because-
cool.
because-
That means
no.
you got to be able to take a joke.
Man, listen, I went to a comedy show and I sat in the back and they was roasting me like,
That's
oh,
what I'm
BT,
saying.
we see you way back. I'm like, no, don't roast me. No.
Exactly.
I don't have a mic.
Yeah.
You got to be able to take the joke though.
Yeah. But a lot of people who sit like close to the stage, they like that.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Interesting.
See, I never knew that. I always wanted that. That like when I see people at comedy shows, I'm like, man, you just right here for rapid fire.
They love it.
Okay.
All right, so you're in Atlanta, you hustling, you doing things like that. When is the moment happen that Karlous Miller starts making some money?
I ain't making no money, bro. It still ain't happening.
Wait, so I didn't see y'all with the Netflix deal when I came to LA one time.
You saw the Netflix show. You didn't see the deal? Nah, I'm just bullshitting. I don't know the exact moment that, you know what I'm saying? Because it's never like somebody just hands you a big check. It's just, you just stack a few checks.
You just start, It just start rolling.
When were you able to start stacking a few checks? Where you were like, okay, I can breathe a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I can put a little something back in the savings account.
I always was doing that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's just that, you know, you go from a little bit.
So you're really good with your money is what you're saying?
Yeah, that's the first thing that you learn when you don't have no money. Like once you go all the way down and your net worth be negative, you start once you start getting anything, you start, all right, putting some.
You start being a little frugal,
putting some with some. You know, you gotta have
a frugal right here.
You got.
Oh yeah. I'm frugal.
It's good because you know that stuff don't mean nothing.
Yeah,
it's just buying a bunch of clothes that you ain't gonna wear next summer. So
that's why I get all my clothes free. Shout out to Fashion Nova.
Fashion Nova.
That's what's up.
Appreciate you.
That's what's up. They ain't gave me nothing.
You probably ain't ask them.
I didn't know you had to ask.
You got to follow them for it.
I thought they just picked who they like.
Okay. I'm asking everybody. Somebody want to give me some free shoes? Anything? Look, you just got to put it in the universe.
Oh, well, give me something free. Send me some money. I'm an influencer.
We got you. We're going to influence this commercial break. We're coming right back with Karlous Miller on the BallerAlert Show by Revolt. A-Town, what up?
Hey, welcome back to the BallerAlert podcast.
Brought to you by Revolt.
Brought to you by Revolt. I got my player partners in the building with us today. I got BT and Ferrari.
Hey.
Simmons. Yeah. So, guys, when y'all start blowing up on this podcast, making all this money?
I would say
no, you did just get a new promotion though.
I did get a new promotion.
Hey, congratulations!
Yeah, congratulations on that. He's the APD, 96.1 The Beat.
Yeah, assistant program director in Atlanta, Georgia. So when I had my job at Warner Records, I enjoyed it, but I was working at a record label.
Yeah, and
it was cool, but radio was in my blood because what happened was my contract was up at another radio station, so I left, and I went. I had a 6-month non-compete. So I was like you. I was like, shoot, I need to give me some money.
Exactly.
So I got a job at Warner Records, and I was the national director of mix show promotion and lifestyle. And I learned a lot about the music industry, the behind the scenes, how they view us, how they view actors and everybody. I learned why artists get frustrated with the label. I understand where the money's coming from. You know, I understood everything. And I was just like, man, you know what? I want to be an executive on the radio side.
It seems like now that radio is more about everything except the music now.
I mean,
it's a little bit of both.
I feel like that's everything. Even
people
when
are back in the car now.
Yeah.
Remember the pandemic messed the radio up for a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of people lost their jobs in that time too.
In the car.
Yeah. But you got to keep in mind, there's a lot of people who at work at the warehouse, riding around on the forklifts and, you know, doing jobs where the radio is vital. That's your only little connection to the outside. People be forgetting that though, man. Because like with the podcast, I learned that we got a big audience of people who got jobs where they just can listen. They can't watch it all day. Like truck drivers, they love to listen to the audio and stuff like that. So I think a lot of people be forgetting those markets.
Those markets.
It's different. It's so many different markets that people like get so consumed with just like content and people don't understand it. The average person is driving to work listening to the radio station.
Still.
But the reason why the other things are important now is because it's not only one thing anymore. So of course listening to radio could be one thing, but what if you didn't listen that day?
Yeah, but radio is the detriment to itself. They play 4 songs, 15 commercials. Every time
they play popular songs.
Every time they come back from commercial, they laughing. They never tell us what they laughing about.
That's a bad show.
30 commercials, they be like, uninterrupted radio.
Yeah,
but you interrupting the radio.
Hey, but our show is not like that.
That is a bad show because those are what's called talent that alienates the listener.
Yeah.
If I'm laughing about something, I'm gonna tell you, even if it's some stuff I shouldn't be talking about, I'm gonna tell you what we was just laughing about. You're gonna be like, damn, that's
we
crazy.
treat our listeners like the celebrities. So our listeners are the celebrities to our show.
Yeah.
They call in a lot.
They still give away stuff on the
Hell
radio.
yeah.
Tickets.
We just gave away Beyonce tickets, Chris Brown tickets, and the Weekend tickets.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we
That's
got Lil
dope.
Wayne tickets.
I gotta get y'all some 85 South tickets.
Nah, for real.
Bruh, first of all, we could do a whole 85 South takeover.
Ooh, I like
Bro,
that.
We need y'all to come to the show and do a live
Curate
remote.
whatever you want.
All right, bet.
I like that.
Now back to you, Mr. Karlous.
Yeah,
bet.
now I want to talk about this Netflix deal.
Okay.
Because I like to pocket watch sometimes, and I was like, I was driving in LA and I saw y'all billboards and I was like,
Yeah.
what the hell? I said, they can dip. They can dip. Y'all really motivate me a lot because I see the things that you guys do and I seen how y'all just build it, the ground just brick by brick. Now, how did y'all get that Netflix deal?
Grinding, man. We during the pandemic, or well, not during the pandemic, but that's when we got a lot of people actually watching the show. So we started posting these live shows like prior to the pandemic. Like the live shows, the numbers were going crazy, and Netflix was like, "We want some of that," and they hit us. And then we had to get together and try to put something together that would work for the platform, and pulled it off.
Now, you, DC, Chico, how did you guys link?
Wildin' Out.
Okay.
Wildin' Out, bro. So me and Chico, we got it. We came in Wildin' Out season 5.
And he still got the little hair back there, receding hairline.
Yeah,
He still got it.
and he still braided up. Yeah,
At least he can still get braids because some people, when they hairline go, they can't even get no
But
braids.
it's like back here, his hairline has went.
He can still get braids.
he don't care.
His braids start back here.
It don't matter. He got braids. Some
don't
people,
care.
listen. He blessed to be able to even put something together back there.
Exactly. I'm
Because some
bald.
people,
I had nothing.
So you can't grow any hair. Pause.
Yeah, of course,
Okay.
of course.
It just ain't- it's just-
I don't think that it's
this is gonna look.
proper time to be growing out hair. I've been bald this long. Why? Fuck it.
Wait, how long have you been bald?
Pause.
That's not a pause.
Is it?
Probably
No.
like 8 or 10 years or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not decided to
But
go.
at least you said, all right.
Did you cry when you had to do it when you?
Nah, my dad bald. He used to tell me all the time, "Hey, we bald one day."
Oh, so it was already prepared.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's genetically bald. But like you said, we started in season 5, and then DC came in season 7.
Okay.
So it's like
Okay.
Chico was already my dog, and then DC did an interview, and he told him that I was one of his favorite comedians, and then we linked up, and then a couple months later, he got invited to Wildin' Out season 7. So he was always the wild, crazy one.
Yeah.
Like, little brother.
I've known DC for a very long
You
time.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
sure.
he was the one, and it was just dope just to see him go from literally from the streets to TV, and he was just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's still like that, like he's
still like
still
that,
in the moment. So yeah, he when we got there, he was like, "Oh, you ain't messing with me no more now that you're with your real friends." So I was like, "Bruh," and he's just every time we got together, we would just have these conversations, these powwows, we just make each other laugh. So I was like, "Bro, we got to put this on something," and there it went.
Where did 85 South come from?
From the city of Atlanta, bro.
Okay,
You
okay.
know what I mean? But just
Because I know Chico's from DC.
yeah.
Okay.
But 85 South, me and DC started the podcast.
Okay. Got
So
it.
we just kind of looking for a metaphor. See how 85 just kind of like run
sure.
through the city. And we was like, man, we're going to take this on the road. We're going to run through every city that we go to. And we was like, 85 South. We running through the city like 85 South. And it just kind of stuck.
Well, we're going to hold that right there. We're going to talk about 85 South and beyond when we come back with the BallerAlert show. Karlous.
BallerAlert.
Yo. Revolt. What up? And we are back on the BallerAlert show, brought to you by Revolt. Karlous Miller is in the building. We was talking about 85 South,
Yes, sir.
the podcast.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about when did you guys take 85 South on the road?
Yeah.
Okay.
But see, we
The live
started
show is
we
great.
started small and then we went big.
Okay.
Like we started with a small club venue. It was like, let's see if it can work in the club. And then we kind of moved from the clubs to the theaters, and then from the theaters to the arenas. So we kind of like built it out.
Now, man, first of all, y'all show is just amazing, and it's fully improv,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So y'all don't plan nothing.
Nah.
Y'all just go out there. Y'all had a little music playing in the
Right.
background.
But that's that we got to credit the audience for that because
sure.
they smart enough to know the difference.
Okay.
Because they follow us. They know when we on Wildin' Out about where the line is, the lines that we can't cross. And they've seen us
'Cause y'all on
be
TV.
scripted. They've seen us work in different capacities. So when they see us live, they want to see us raw.
Now I ain't gonna lie. When I saw Rick Ross walk out,
Yeah.
I thought that was fake
Why?
because I thought it was a setup.
No, that's improv at its finest. You don't know what's gonna happen.
He said,
But if you think about it, like it totally fits his character. I wouldn't have it no other way because it just.
I loved it. I was like,
it's
I
still
said-
mysterious. If he ever come back on the show, I want him to wear the exact same thing and just act like he just, you know what I mean? There's a part two lingering.
I would say one of my favorite moments is when DC got on the young lady's electrical
Scooter and rode it all around the venue,
my God,
singing.
bro. Yeah, bro. I just don't. I be over here like y'all are some damn fools, bro.
Yeah, bro. We don't have no control over this. We have some like our fan base is wild. Like we would give like at the end of the show, we always take a picture like with the crowd and the audience. Man, somebody threw a prosthetic leg on stage. We're like, put my leg in the picture. It was like, and there was this lady. She come to all the shows and she got like this little like claw. But she always be like, hey, don't be talking about me. And it's just like, it's so much love, man. Because we don't never alienate nobody and try to make them feel crazy. Like, we got people who come to the shows with handicaps. We got people with little baby legs who love us. We got fans all over the place. And then people be like, man, you shouldn't be making fun of them people. But then we do the meet and greet, and these people will come up and be like, man, you ain't say nothing about us.
oh.
So then that let us know it's like, these are the people who laugh at stuff like that, who don't want you to feel sorry for them, who don't want to be feeling left out or like you can't say nothing to them. Like, bro, we've heard some of the funniest stuff just from the people in the crowd. Now, we had one show, this dude found out that his baby mama was sleeping with his other baby mama, baby daddy. So to get some get back, he slept with the dude's wife.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. So they kind of like did like a wife trade at the show. You gotta watch.
Oh, he said you want to go left.
Watch
I'm
the
gonna go all the
Fayetteville
way
show.
left.
Pull it up. It was crazy.
Y'all had one show. Correct me if I'm wrong. In Atlanta, Rich Homie Quan came out.
Most definitely.
That was dope.
Rich Homie Quan performed on the Netflix,
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that was a dope moment,
and
man.
he came, I think, to the Fox when we were at the Fox. Yeah, so we always try to get somebody to come, like when we in Atlanta, to come and bless the stage or something like that. I want to get Lotto on there.
Oh,
I
okay.
want to do the interview with Lotto.
What are some times where y'all probably was like, man, this crowd wasn't really feeling us tonight? Do y'all ever have that?
Nah.
Okay.
Sometimes
I've never seen
Even
it,
when
but-
y'all go to New York, because they said New York when they go like
that's for everybody else. New York love us, bro.
Okay.
You think I'm exaggerating when I say that? We probably the only people who have performed 4 live shows in a row, like in a day at the Apollo. Yeah, New York show us much love, so I can't. It ain't been nowhere that ain't showed us love.
Do you feel like you guys have more to accomplish as a team?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's just the beginning.
And what would that look like as something more to accomplish for the 85 South show?
More TV and more movies.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the next play. Get into the movie game.
Now, did y'all tell Netflix like, man, we trying to re-up?
That's the thing about it. It ain't really a Netflix to tell. It's a company, but it ain't like you could just call Netflix.
Oh,
You
okay.
can't make a
Okay.
call.
Yeah, don't call us. We'll call
See,
you.
okay,
type.
now we get a little closer to okay.
But you know one thing
What's the
about
name of the company?
Netflix
No, I'm
is
just
though
playing. I'm
it's
just
like
playing.
ever since then, like they roll it out for us. We could go to the office, we could talk to the head of Netflix, and it's just like, hey, what y'all got going on? Are y'all interested in doing some of these type of shows? Or we'll consider you, we'll put you in touch with the people, but just nothing has materialized yet. But they left the door open. Definitely interested in working with them in any, other capacity.
What's our favorite city to go to?
I don't know if we necessarily have a favorite because
I feel like every comedian has they like, well, I know when I go to this
But
city,
see, this
it's
is the
up.
thing about it. If you go watch any of the live shows, like every city that we go to, and they see that this city showing us love, they trying to
try
like
to outdo it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay,
feel like
okay,
the college, when y'all
okay.
do the colleges, they be a little bit more turnt though.
Right. Because you
Colleges
gotta,
be a
these
little
the
bit
kids
more
who've
turn.
been watching us since 6th, 7th grade.
For sure.
And this is probably their first comedy show, especially like a first live show. So they just experiencing it as they saw it.
Yeah, because I feel like I forgot where y'all was at. Y'all did a homecoming, and
TSU or FAMU?
One
We had
could have
when we
been
did
both. I watch
it was
y'all
probably
YouTube.
like 15,000 people there.
15,000
Dude,
people.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, bruh,
Homecoming.
packed to capacity, bro.
Yeah.
You'll go down a whole rabbit hole watching their YouTube page.
Yeah.
Because it's just so organically funny.
I always watch y'all interviews and y'all just sitting on the couch, y'all just high, y'all just like
See, I feel like that's a different layer to the show, though.
Yeah.
That the podcast in the studio and the live show is worlds apart.
For sure.
Yeah, that's just the trap episodes in the studio that's just in between live shows.
Do you guys do that kind of just, because you should? Or do you prefer to do the live show versus the sit down and have a set type of thing?
Well, see, I think it's about 50-50.
Okay.
Like the live show, like without the podcast, like the podcast fuels the live show.
Got it.
That's what make people tune in and be like, all right, man, I'm gonna come see them when they come. So it's kind of like one hand washes the other. Like the podcast promotes the live show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, do you feel like in this generation it's like a lot harder to be a comedian because you got to know what not to cross the line?
Nah, that's the best part about being a comedian is figuring out how to cross the line. Yeah, why would you play it safe? You can
Because
as
people be
as
scared to play it safe.
As a consumer,
To not play it safe,
When
I
you
mean.
watch somebody, you can be like, I ain't really go all. Nah, you
Yeah.
got to do it big, bro.
Yeah.
Don't play it safe.
'Cause I
That's
see-
where your creativity comes in. It's
Okay.
like, how can you creatively cross the line? Because there's a difference in between being creative and being obscene or explicit. It don't always have to be offensive creatively to cross the line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you giving some gems because I feel like a lot of comedians now they're so afraid to like even like I watch some people comedy
afraid
special and
to offend
people.
people.
I'll be like, man, they afraid to like go. I can tell they afraid to go to the next level.
But see, that's just like what you were saying earlier about with the music, though. It's like there are comedians who aren't afraid, but they not as notable as the ones that you're getting to watch. You kind of got to go find the ones that you want to see. Yeah, it's definitely some line crossers out there, habitual line steppers.
Okay,
And let's habitually go to commercial. The Revolt episode of the BallerAlert show with Karlous Miller. We coming right back. Yeah.
and we are back right here, Revolt TV, BallerAlert show. Man, we over here just talking about everything comedy.
Yeah,
What lines to cross and what not to cross.
cross all the lines.
Karlous Miller is in the building.
Yeah, cross them.
Now, not to get too personal, one time for Keisha with the Faith Project. We
I
got
don't
some,
know, Keisha. Why
know
are
Keisha?
you gonna set that up like that? Hey, don't get too personal, man. Shout out to Keisha.
you know who Keisha was talking about?
that does sound like Keisha is his girl.
Shout out to Keisha.
Hey,
Magnificent.
That's the homie. She
I
got
don't know Keisha.
Hey, the
to
way you
Keisha.
said it does make it sound like Keisha was like his secret
has-
lover. Like,
Yeah, like, hey, you still with Keisha, right?
Yeah.
Oh, big shout out to Keisha. I don't know Keisha.
I don't want to get in your
But
business,
we
but
know
shout out to Keisha.
And she
What?
got the Faith Project is part of the our segment. It's called the Mental Health Check-In. How is Karlous Miller's mental health, and how do you strengthen it or keep it strong? Pause. I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say.
I don't keep him going crazy or break
Correct.
it down.
There you go.
or
Yes.
Getting depressed.
Yeah.
Check that account.
Woo!
There you go.
I told you we getting a lot of money.
Check that account, bro.
Money, boy.
Yeah, look at that number.
Told you we getting a
Let's
lot.
look at it. Ooh, I'm gonna put
Told you we getting a
some,
lot
put
of
some
money.
more on there, bro.
Yeah.
Now my mental health is great, bro. But I keep some good family around me. My son keep me grounded. You know, just knowing
Every time
that
I
it
see
ain't
you,
just,
man, you be real. Your temperament is real level.
What
I've
do I
never
have to
seen
be
you-
upset about?
He always chill. Every day he see me was out there.
I'm chill.
You hit you with it right here.
Bro, I beat the game, man. I get to live my dreams every day. I get
sure.
to get up and do whatever I want to do, man. I get to go to the livest places, have the dopest shows, kick it with the dopest people, hang around beautiful women, eat good food, travel the world, buy whatever I want. Bro, life is good. Life is good. And it's not because somebody gave it to me or gave me a handout or hit me a lick or let me open for them or nothing, bro. I just purely off the grind.
My dog.
Yeah, so my mental health is good.
Salute to that.
I mean, but life happens. You have moments where you gotta, go and get yourself together. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. A lot of fellas don't want to admit it. Life will hurt you, man. It's a lot of things out here that'll break your heart. So I try to smile and laugh as much as I can because you're gonna cry at some point. And ain't nothing wrong with that. That don't mean you a weak man or you weird or nothing like that. Hey, man, you gotta have emotions. Like a lot of dudes try to be tough all day, every day. You mean to tell me you don't love your grandma? Your little niece don't run up to you and hug you and you just tough all day, every day? Come on, bro.
Those are what we call crash outs.
They don't have. Those are the people who.
Those are people that need to go cry.
They don't have no value system.
Yeah.
When they crash out, because you gonna put the whole family in danger because you're trying to prove a point. Ain't nobody got no money to keep fixing your mistakes or bailing you out or putting the house up, and you know you can't beat this charge. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you got to think about it. It's people who love you that's gonna have to face the consequences of your actions with you. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to break your mama heart. You don't want to see your family sitting there like you don't want that, bro. Yeah.
I appreciate that one. All right. Well, I know you was on Shannon Sharp's episode. That was fire.
That was a good episode.
Where you going with this, bro?
Huh?
Where you going with this? That was a devious smile.
No. I just saw you.
Yo, Shannon Sharp, wait. I saw you with Shannon Sharp.
I forgot about that. What's going on?
I forgot all about that. I was just gonna lead to. I just thought it was dope to see you in a different light when you were having a good conversation with the brother Shannon Sharp. So we wanted to bring you on BallerAlert to have a similar good conversation.
That's why I've been touching different platforms, because I think a lot of people think I'm a certain kind of way. They don't understand, like, bro, you know, like when you go into a party, like party you ain't the you that show up to work. So I've been wanting to hit different platforms and talk about different stuff just so they can see that I'm not just one dimensional, bro. Definitely have some sense. Definitely not heartless. Definitely gonna cross the line. Definitely gonna talk my shit everywhere I go, even though they said I can't say shit. Believe it. Why you got all these editors? They don't know how to bleep. Put a bleep on there. Put a bleep on there.
Now, you have so many things with the team. What about Karlous Miller, the solo act? What about Karlous Miller, the solo comedian?
Right. This is the thing about it when it comes to 85 South Show. I created it, right? So it's my brand. It's my entity. So even when I am solo, I'm still going to bring mine. I own it. Right. It's my idea. Why would I ever want to disassociate myself from something I created? Jay-Z don't just go drop an album and don't put Rockefeller on it.
No, for sure.
It's branding. It's me. So I'm going to take the good with the bad. But I do tour solo. I do club shows. I do my own tour. I'm just building. So everywhere I go, you're going to see that 85 South because that's my brand.
Yeah, because you definitely was in LA building, putting your brand out.
That's my label. Every time you see me, you're going to see something 85. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. Promoting the app. You know, we got an app.
So it's an 85 South app?
Yeah, Channel 85.
Fire.
Yeah,
I like that.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we got
you can get it right now in your app store.
Yeah.
Green Bubble or Blue Bubble. You Android or
PlayStation. Everywhere that you could download the app.
Channel.
Roku. Everywhere. Whatever you got. Even if you don't have cable, you have no excuse. And we put all the exclusive content on there, all the shows that we produce in-house, studio, all that. So, yeah, make sure you do it. Y'all got to come check the studio out.
Nah, we got to definitely do that. And listen, man.
Come shoot the episode, man.
We'll love to.
Listen, bro, we just wanted to bring you on the show because I felt bad because one of my good friends passed away. His name was Chubby Baby. He was
DJ.
Yeah, man. We were talking and I was like, we were supposed to have him on the show. And I kept saying, damn, we want to get you on the show. Our schedule is so busy. I'm making a point to highlight individuals like yourself, upstanding men.
I appreciate that.
And give you your flowers, documented.
Thank you, man.
You know what I'm saying? So we can go back and rewatch these things should the time expire on anybody. So I just wanted to make sure that I give you your flowers live on television.
Man, I appreciate it.
Because you're dope, bro. And what you're doing is dope, too.
Thank you.
And y'all doing some amazing things, man. And you guys are always just so humble, man. Like I told you.
When you don't have to be technically. You guys are
Y'all lit.
Y'all,
But we're not acting or pretending.
you guys are
bro.
the standard though.
Yeah.
But you know how it
We're
is. Like
trying to-
sometimes you meet certain people that you're a fan of, and then they're not the person that you
Think they are.
think they are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
know.
Like you'll be excited to see somebody, and
We've
then you'll
met
be like,
people, we be like, damn, they full of.
I met.
They
You
full
know
of
what?
it.
I met somebody when we were in LA, and I was excited to see that person because I love their content, and and the interaction was just like, oh, okay, I should start streaming because I should start exposing these people that think that they're bigger than
You got to
everybody.
keep in mind, some people are really good at their talent. They're not good at the social side of it.
Got it.
Yeah.
They not like, you know, some people get social anxiety, or they can go in the room and create the dopest show, but to have to deal with 5,000, 10,000 people, it kind of make them, you know what I'm saying?
Understood.
Yeah. So give them a little grace.
Nah, man, they gotta stop acting. Go, like,
Sometimes that's not the act. That's the real. The act is what you like watching. So you be around long enough, you start to notice. Sometimes you ain't gonna get the person you want to meet the first time or the first couple times that you're around. They kind of gotta warm up to you.
but I always tell people like when I meet people and the interactions change. I'm like, man, you know when I first met you, that you was acting like this and da da da. They be like, I don't
Then they give you the backstory, or they act like they don't remember.
or they act like they don't remember, or they give you the backstory. It's like, oh man, I was going through this at the time. So you right, you do have to give people grace. But some people you would meet, I'm like, man, this person is too crazy. Like,
People change too.
that is very true.
Trauma will make somebody turn into a whole nother person. So
Yeah.
Nah, for sure.
it happens.
Well, listen, man, we appreciate you, my brother. And that concludes our episode of the BallerAlert Show on Revolt with Karlous Miller.
Yes, sir.
You know the vibes. Peace. A-Town.
BallerAlert!